The Archi were apex predators, claw-limbed, fanged. With vision adapted to see heat signatures in total darkness, they dominated their homeworld and most species they encountered. Strength and fear were their currencies, and they never entrusted the care of their young to any but their own. So when the Interstellar Cultural Exchange suggested assigning a human caretaker to an Archi nursery on the neutral world of Threxel 9, most of the Archi elders protested. A soft world species? No claws, no fangs, no blood memory? Unacceptable. But council treaties required compliance. So they assigned her. Emily Ross, Human Child Development Specialist, Earth. She was small, smiled too often, wore a strange fabric suit and carried something called a stuffed bear under one arm. When she first arrived at the nursery, the Archi guards exchanged looks of disbelief. The younglings, barely clawed and barely civilized, hissed and flexed their spines at her. Emily sat down cross-legged and spoke in a soothing tone. They lunged, and in less than 3 seconds, she had one by the scruff, another under her arm, and a third frozen mid-leap as she fixed him with the kind of look only mothers seemed capable of across species. The room went silent. She handed one a snack bar, wiped goo off another's snout, and then said gently, "If you're done pretending to be monsters, we can go play now." And they did. Within 2 weeks, the impossible had happened. The Archi cubs listened to her. They greeted her with purr growls and clumsy hugs. They brought her gifts, bones, stones, strange drawings made with talons, and refused to eat until Emily had sung what she called a lunch song. But still, the elders watched. They did not trust easily. Then came the incident. A rogue mercenary ship, loaded with illegal hunters, breached Threxel 9's outer station. Believing the neutral planet to be unguarded, they deployed to snatch valuable alien younglings to sell into black markets. The Archi nursery was isolated. Their warriors would take 5 minutes to arrive. The mercenaries would take 2. Inside the nursery, sensors blinked red. Panic. The cubs cried, hiding under tables, spines trembling. A few tried to fight, but they were too small. The robotic security system failed within seconds of the EMP blast. Only Emily stood between the children and the oncoming hunters. She didn't run. She locked the doors, moved the cubs into a corner, and then looked straight into the nursery's security cam. "They're coming," she whispered. "Tell their parents. I'll protect them." She picked up a fire suppressant tank and stood in front of the nursery gate. The mercenaries breached. There were 6 of them, armored. They expected frightened younglings. They found a human blocking the door with steel in her eyes. She didn't wait. She blasted the lead with suppressant foam, then swung the tank into another's face. She screamed, kicked, dodged. When they struck her, she got up again. Bloodied, bones cracking, she stood her ground. One hunter got past her. He headed toward the cubs. And then he screamed. Claws tore through the air. Tiny teeth bit flesh. The cubs, seeing Emily fall, rose. They weren't strong, but they were furious. She had protected them. Now they would protect her. By the time the Archi warriors arrived, the mercenaries were unconscious or maimed. Emily was barely breathing, slumped against a wall, still clutching a cub protectively in her arms. The warriors paused, and for the first time in recorded history, an Archi elder knelt before a non-predator. Later, the council asked the Archi why they had entrusted humans with their young after that day. Elder Vroth of Clan Redfang simply said, "Because a human will die for your child before they let harm touch them. And if they live, the ones who tried to hurt that child will wish they hadn't."